Welcome to this guide on how to pay Uber Eats tax in New Zealand for the year 2025. As an Uber Eats driver, it is essential to understand your tax obligations to avoid any penalties or fines. First, you need to register for a New Zealand business number and obtain an IRD number from Inland Revenue. You can do this by visiting the Inland Revenue website and filling out the required forms. Once you have your IRD number, you will need to file a tax return at the end of each tax year, which is March 31st in New Zealand. You can file your tax return online through the Inland Revenue website or by using a tax agent. As an Uber Eats driver, you are considered self-employed, and you will need to pay tax on your earnings. You will need to keep accurate records of your income and expenses, including receipts for fuel, maintenance, and other business-related expenses. You can claim deductions on your tax return for business-related expenses, which can help reduce your taxable income. Some examples of deductible expenses include fuel, vehicle maintenance, and phone bills. You will also need to pay goods and services tax, or GST. If your annual turnover is over $60,000, you can register for GST voluntarily if your turnover is below this threshold. To pay your Uber Eats tax, you will need to make payments throughout the year through a system called provisional tax. You can make these payments online through the Inland Revenue website or by using a tax agent. It is essential to keep track of your tax obligations and make payments on time to avoid any penalties or fines. You can use a tax calculator or consult with a tax agent to ensure you are meeting your tax obligations. In conclusion, paying Uber Eats tax in New Zealand requires registration for an IRD number, keeping accurate records, and filing a tax return at the end of each tax year. By following these steps and seeking professional advice if needed, you can ensure you are meeting your tax obligations and avoiding any penalties or fines.